Call in, talk to us here on ESPN 680 about the draw, Kentucky, Louisville, everybody. But then after that, Selection Monday. Let me tell you what to do with your tournament week, because we have
listen closely, people.
A lot going on. Let's start with Selection Monday. ESPN Louisville Selection Monday is going to be at Sports and Social Club on 4th Street Live, presented by Cox Smokers Outlet and Spirit Shop, Papa John's, and Body Armor Sports Drink. Here's what you can do. You join ESPN Louisville all day long on Selection Monday at Sports and Social Club. Come down to Sports and Social Club. You're going to fill out a bracket. You're going to enjoy free appetizers, giveaways, free bowling all day long. The grand prize winner of our bracket challenge will receive a big green egg from Suntime Pools West in Middletown and Crestwood. Now, that's a big deal. So you're home for the big green egg grill in Louisville. Look, you want to grill out all year? Look, come on, man. So anyways, what was that? Oh my gosh. What's going on there? There's going to be an on-site free throw shooting contest. So like I said, when you call in here and you tell us about how you can hit free throws and all this stuff, you're going to have your chance in front of the people that you call in and talk to.
Nobody respects a pressure free throw shooter like me. Listen, a fan that comes in and shoots a pressure free throw and drains it, we're good.
Right. Right.
Like I almost want to do that. I almost want to set up a goal outside of Applebee's, right in the parking lot, and if God said, "Hey, Marcus, what? I want to talk to you about something in particular." Right? I should say, "Hold on, let's go outside real quick."
Yeah.
And the whole Applebee's staff and everybody in there, challenge, everybody yells out, challenge, and we go outside and we make a bunch of noise. And if you hit that free throw, we can talk.
Yep. Absolutely. So we'll be down there, and I'm sure we're going to hang out. We're going to go down there and hang out a little bit for that. Other prizes and gift cards is going to be handed out all day, like Papa John's, Wooded View Golf Course, Cattleman's, one of my personal favorites, the Sports and Social Club.
Their drinks are so small.
I don't drink, so I go there to eat, God forbid.
You drink Coke, Steve.
Oh. And tickets to upcoming shows to KFC Yum Center and the Louisville Palace. Now, here we're not done.
Assume I was talking about a cocktail.
I want to get this all out of the way because there's more. Selection Tuesday.
What?
The next day.
Bonus?
Going to be at Dave & Buster's with ESPN Louisville. Come out to the brand new Dave & Buster's at Mall St. Matthews on Tuesday, March 19th. Starting at 10 a.m., you can fill out brackets that day as well for the ESPN Bracket Challenge. So if you can't make it down Monday, come out Tuesday. Win hourly prizes.
Why isn't this the midday show sponsored by Dave & Buster's?
I love Dave & Buster's. Like it's me too. I mean, it's the greatest place on earth. Win hourly prizes such as game cards, a chance to win a VIP room at Dave & Buster's for you and your closest friends. And then the last thing is on Friday, March 22nd, we're inviting you to play hooky with ESPN Louisville at Dave & Buster's. Come play hooky with ESPN Louisville and watch some games. Dave & Buster's has all the TVs you need. They're going to have every game that's going to be on. Come out and hang out with us. Dave & Buster's, eat, drink, play, watch.
What more do you need? What was the I don't think it was a Dave & Buster's, but it was like it. Brian Hall, you may know this. Down at the end of that used to be arcade restaurant. I don't think so. It did it have the video games, like a big room of video games? What was that one? At the end of Broadway, almost till you get to a different Niners. Did they have hibachi grills in there too? Yeah. See. Was it like that around 2000, 2001?
Brian's pretty confident with what he's saying. I'm kind of
the point is, when he say Dave & Buster's, you know, the places with the video game rooms, it makes me think about that, right? And I'm sorry, people like Seattle, Paul. Like, give me 1 second just to say this. So people. I mean, you might be right, but I just wanted to give the place the right name. I entertained one recruit. I mean, I entertained multiple recruits. Luke Whitehead, right? Luke Whitehead came on his visit, and we went to that place, right? So, you know, had Crumb. Listen, Luke came to the University of Louisville, and it just so happened to be one of those nights where it was packed in there, right? Luke played on the Papa Shot in there. Luke Whitehead had about 40 people just in there screaming, "Go! Go, Luke! Go! Go!" Listen, on a Papa Shot goal, right? And they had him so pumped up on his visit, he turned around and saw all these people screaming at every shot he hit. I was like, yeah, we got him. and listen, and just me looking at the smile on his face the entire night in a Louisville-centric environment, you know what I'm saying? It was just the funniest because I was like, there's nothing that's going to stop this kid from coming to the University of Louisville. He was just so gassed up, like, is it like this every day? And I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He always working hard. Bought. Does he know you're Brian Hall? Does he know you're on YouTube? Does he know the advertisement?
No. God forbid that you actually provide financial compensation to help out his company or anything.
Advertisement is bigger than financial compensation.
I'm saying. Just throwing it out.
Seattle Paul, thanks for joining us on Morning with Marcus Mabel. What's on your mind, my man?
Really? Jeez, man. Wow. I didn't know that.
No, I don't know. What do you mean? yeah. Paul, not on International Women's Day. Please. Jesus Christ. What are y'all doing to me today?
Yep.
It depends. I appreciate the call. I'll tackle both of them. Here's the thing. We're a 7. If we win an extra game in the tournament, we're a 6. You know, if we win that extra game.
I think other teams could. See, now let me say this. I think Louisville could move up to a 6 and not do any more other than just win the quarterfinal or the first game they play.
See, I think we need the second one.
Possibly, but hear me out on this. I think Louisville could. 6 is 1 seed. I think Louisville, other teams could play their way out of, and Louisville and Louisville not do anything
by default. Yeah, I
anything higher than that, they have to win.
But
you're probably right, though. Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing, people. We're a 7 right now. If we get wasted at Virginia and drop the first round game,
you talking like to BC, Pitt,
then we're an 8. We're a back end 8.
Okay.
If we win the first game, lose the second, we're a 7. If we win the first game, win the second game, we're a 6.
I'm not so sure we would fall to an 8.
Yeah, you get busted that first round. You get busted by Virginia, you're an 8.
Maybe.
I know what you're saying, though.
Because it's a weird year because everybody in that range all kind of are dormant. Like nobody's really making, I mean, look, bracket matrix, for instance. The 6, Nova, Iowa State, Nevada, Cincinnati. The 7s, Louisville, Buffalo, Auburn, and Wofford. The 8s, Iowa, Baylor, Washington, Syracuse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If Syracuse is there, then you're gonna put us in that territory too.
Yeah, but I'm like...
Because I think people remember that one.
I just don't think it's for sure that if you lose... I think 7 is pretty much a safe bet.
Yeah. No, yeah. I say we're pretty... To me, I think we're locked in at a 7 until we do something uncharacteristic.
Yeah, either way.
Because we're expected to lose, win, lose.
Yeah.
Over the next 3 games.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
Yeah.
Lose, win, win, or lose, win, win, you're 6.
Yeah.
Win, 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 you're a...
you're probably a 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
My gosh, if you beat Virginia, beat Notre Dame, and then beat Duke, well, yeah, gosh, you're probably a 5 or a 4.
No, win. That would be, Virginia, then the first rounder.
Yeah.
And then one more win.
Duke or Carolina.
You're 5, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We're going to get a disgusting 5-9.
Well, right before we go to break, how about this? I'll give you a little perspective. Right now, Joe Lunardi, just doing a couple brackets. Joe Lunardi has Louisville in the West as a 7, playing in Des Moines, Iowa, playing Ole Miss. Underneath them, Michigan and Montana. Jerry Palm, Louisville in the East as a 7, playing St. John's playing St. John's in Des Moines. Underneath them, Michigan, South Dakota State. So,
but to my point, or to your point, anything you've just named, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter because your second round's gonna be against somebody good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, and your matchup is kind of just who shows up.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this team. There's no confidence in them. Who shows up?
Right.
Our team, we have 2 different teams.
Well, tomorrow's going to go a long way, I think, into where our confidence is at going into March.
See, and that's
going into.
And that's why I'm saying mentality over execution.
Sure.
Because when you get to the tournament, nobody knows each other. There's no... See, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
When you're scouting conference games, you can execute somebody out of a game.
Right.
When you show up for tournament, the heart and the want to turns into what wins and loses.
Fair enough.
Scouting is not going to win you a tournament game.
I agree with that.
Maybe one player.
Maybe one. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, we'll top that hour out. We'll try to reset our lives.
Fair.
Seattle Paul. Y'all done get me in trouble today, man.
Yes. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
We have jobs.
We're supposed to be Confessional Friday and Family Friday and got freaking people out. Middays with Marcus Maven rolling along. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. See you in a couple in 939 the Ville. You know, Coach Crum caught his shrimp from the hibachi grill on the first shot, right?
Yeah.
And I've never been more scared in my life. Because I'm like, we got this young recruit right here.
Yeah.
And you know how they do the chopped shrimp, snap your piece? Yeah. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no. Coach Crum was like, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that was awesome. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, thank goodness. So he'll surprise you with the surprise that
You're a freaking animal. You're an animal.
Right.
Do what? Man, I was just like, it was relative to Jamie. Oh. Hey, Andy, I was telling, look, we were talking on the air, he said, who annoys you the most on Twitter? And I was like, during the Louisville game, and I was like, oh, Andy. 100%. Because I was like, there's a lot of truth to what he says.
I'm going down the tweeting.
No, I know, but I was like, it drives me nuts because I'm like, no, he's not wrong a lot of times with what he's saying. And
then someone called in.
I don't want to hear. Yeah, a guy calls in and he's like, hey, he's got the most punchable face, right? And we're like, hang on, no, this is not what we're doing.
I can't be number one on that list. No, there's way more people.
That's funny because that's what we said. We were like, no.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Just locally,
like, come on,
many more
man.
people. That has much more fun.
I didn't want y'all getting text, man, when we were killing you. Like,
We got one text that was like, you guys are killing me because you're laughing at 300 people. And you guys like, I'm going to go listen to somebody else. He's like, I'm going to listen to that show. I'm like, wait, you? Yeah.
oh my God. Doing that. Oh man, I didn't want people texting him like he's killing you over there. I was like, no, that's what we're doing.
I heard you say it's like poop. I'm gonna go there and talk
I was like, no, what I'm saying is, I was like, he's actually a really smart dude, and what he says a lot of times is truth to it. And I'm like, dude, no, it's pissing me off. Like, I don't want to read that right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's funny.
No, that's what I try to tell her, man. Okay, you watch wrestling. That's what we. You have your heels, you have your good guys, but I was like, if we're all just constantly like, yeah, they're the best, or
I know.
No, they suck. You need to be that was your balance.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I don't know what that was. So I heard that all the guy that was big on the quarterbacking out there. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Because I was listening to you, I'm like, they drugged me in there, and they were just like, what did that guy? Okay, and I'm like, you don't talk about Alabama football? And I'm like, no. I was like, I don't know, maybe he's a little spicy.
Just don't go out there and just look soft, you know.
I know, yeah, I know.
That's why it's hard for me to really like get into the execution stuff.
Yeah, because there's nothing in me expects them to win tomorrow. Like, there's a small bit because I'm like, I know you are capable of beating anybody. So I mean, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I can't believe they won. But I mean, like, I don't need that to be pleased tomorrow.
The guy said, careful guys, you can kind of hear on the microphone, right? He said it during the last segment. So I just aborted out of that whole one and just started a new one. When we were talking about, just tell dude, 6 months to a year, but I don't know how much they can hear. But I just really it all. Hope he wasn't listening. Hope Maddie wasn't listening. She probably YouTube, Facebook, and but then again,
I mean, whatever. That's a fact.
yeah, and that'll be a nice way to say it.
Sorry.
No, I was saying hi on camera. Yeah. Isn't it? I lost my train of thought that quick. Gotta hit the LSU thing real quick. Don't have to go too heavy in it. Welcome back. It's midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number, 93.9 is the station. I guess we are cleaning our emotional palette on Friday. So there's a subject that I can't dance around, I can't gloss over. It's not a subject that really occupies too much of my brain, kind of like some of the hot discussions that have been around lately. Listen, I just have to be honest. If it's not a thing that excites me, I can't devote much of my brain power to it. But I have to know how you feel. I have to know, Brian Hall, how you feel or how you consume the specific subject matter of wiretaps and LSU head coaches. What's my guy's name, Steve?
Will Wade.
Will Wade. Now, we'll just give everybody the tight story. Will Wade it's kind of, the wiretaps have not officially been presented as evidence, but allegedly Yahoo was able to obtain some of the recordings, and it has Will Wade basically frustrated with the recruitment of, quote, the smart kid. And not the smart kid as an adjective. The smart kid as his last name is smart. Allegedly. So people, on wiretap, LSU coach saying, what's taking this thing so long to get done? I'm dealing with this agent. I made a really, really good and fair bleeping offer to this kid. I think the deal's not getting done because Christian Dawkins is not getting a bigger piece of the pie. Right? So what I'm telling you people, I'm paraphrasing what this man is being caught saying on wiretaps. The head coach of LSU. It's not getting done because I think this guy's trying to press me for more money. Now, there's a couple of different approaches. As a Louisville fan facing NCAA, as a legal debacle, you have a head coach, first of all, participating in this conversation. Second of all, accusing a street agent of wanting a bigger or more favorable piece of the pie in a deal, right? Like, basically, you have everything. And I'll just say this. Before I get your opinions on this, I'll just say this. It's not the coach that has my attention. It's not the agent that has my attention. It's not the NCAA that has my attention. It's not the judge and the judicial system that has my attention. You know what has my attention? The coverage. The coverage and the smooth massage of a narrative. You can listen to this discussion on every part of radio. And here's the thing. Here's why I won't make it binary. because Rick Pitino's name was brought up 2 days ago. I watched the entire FBI investigation go back to Rick's in it again, Rick's at it again, oh, Rick, and accepting a persecution of a Rick Pitino's name being brought up again. Oh, because the judge knows that Rick Pitino, insinuation from every aspect, from every corner of the planet. Not even just inspiration. Insinuation. I'm talking about in the narrative of Rick Pitino, it's like, well, at least this judge knows what's really going on behind the scenes. That was 2 days ago. Now, if you wanted to say people were fatigued, and they stopped caring, that's cool. But 2 days ago proved that it wasn't fatigue. It was still a hot topic. 2 days later, you got a head coach on real wiretap. I trust Yahoo Sports reporting. Coach, an active coach in college basketball who just beat Kentucky the other day and is probably going to make a run at the SEC championship, saying these things. And you know what I heard? Well, he didn't say the kid's first name. He said Smart, and he said the Smart situation, and he said he just said he made an offer to him and his parents, so he didn't. So all of a sudden, people are playing defense lawyer with, well, you technically don't really got him. I've been watching Guilty, Vilified, University of Louisville. They knew, they know, he knows, plausible deniability, BS. You want to fire him away?
Doesn't look good.
I'll say this. There's a special quality about radio where you're just locked in on the audio, tones. He's a cool customer. He sounded like a pretty cool customer. I would have bailed out of that one quicker. I would have said, well, I can't answer any questions about something I don't know. And if they would have said something, listen, I really can't answer questions about anything I don't know. He was really like, well, I haven't heard it yet, but when I do hear it, then I'll let you know what I think about it.
I'm the worst. Because I'm just like, good. I'm like,
just bottom line. You don't care what kid got cheated out of his education. And
I remember listening to that. I remember what it was like when my coaches were answering stuff like, now, and actually we weren't answering stuff that bad. But
did you hear him come in with, doesn't look good?
The guy, that guy loves LSU.
Oh, the guy who said
that guy loves LSU. He's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage and Brian Hall answering.
He's midday. Coach, he's midday with
Coach. This sucks.
I'm telling you,
you gotta give me something, man. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, because an outsider wouldn't say that.
No, that guy loves LSU. I feel that guy's pain.
Yeah, he's not happy about having to tell the coach.
No, yeah, coach, this is bad. Hey, I don't know what all these other dudes are here for, but this is not good. I've been drugged. You know, my mom always told me, you know, and something I tried to teach my son over time. I said, you know, he would say something. There was just a person one time that some people he was close to didn't like and stuff. And he said, well, they said that they're not, you know, whatever. And I said, well, dude, I said, look, I don't care what they do.
Right.
Say you don't answer that back with crap.
Yeah.
You know, you're better than that.
Right.
You be better than that. And in the future with people, you just be better than them.
It's tougher to be better.
Yeah. This is the situation where I'm totally not heeding my own advice. I'm like, no, I should be better. But I'm not. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. Hey, it sucks for y'all. Thank God it's not us. Like, yeah, go ahead and talk about it. Hey, let's get LSU everywhere. LSU.
You know what sucks?
Cheaters.
They got a playbook. The university got a playbook.
I know.
The legal team
We didn't. Because we were the pioneers. Even though we didn't do anything half that bad.
You think that's funny, Steve?
No, I don't. I don't think it's funny, but I mean, what do you do?
Not funny.
At this point, you chuckle at it because you're like, this is just insane. But I mean, I think that this is.
But LSU basketball program, like nobody cares.
Well, I mean, they're a threat this year.
But you know what this feels like? A threat this year. It's like Kentucky football. I didn't mean that.
Yeah. They were never a real threat.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
They were a threat until they watched their team play Georgia. And exactly what we told them would happen. And
Tennessee working too.
You know.
But you get my point.
Yes.
Like, would it be fair to say that's another small program being implicated for a kill shot?
Sure.
A LSU, even if you say TCU, which is also being named, a North Carolina State.
But let me say this. I think again, just playing devil's advocate, if I can hit 3 or 4 of these these programs that doesn't hit our bank or our pocketbook, then maybe I can leave Louisville, who would hit our pocketbook. See, you get what I'm saying? I'm almost like, do you take the big fish?
I don't think they see Louisville as a pocketbook hit.
Well, they don't have to, but they are. I mean, that's where I would disagree with you. I mean, because it don't matter if you see it like that or not. Louisville's one of the highest grossing programs you're going to get. Louisville's brings numbers to the TV. Like, I mean, everything about Louisville is profitable. So the name Louisville, the team Louisville, the conference Louisville's in, everything about Louisville is a profitable organization. They're not with these other schools.
The NCAA is you know what they are to me? To me, the NCAA is the lesser. They're the only people capable of making me insecure about myself.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The NCAA they're the only organization that when they make a judgment, you make me feel like I'm just not good enough to get any protection. You know what I'm saying? To get any fair treatment. Like they just we can get away with doing what we want with Louisville because they're not big enough. Like their alumni base or something about Louisville is not going to give us the blowback.
Well, Louisville will survive it. I mean,
I know that.
I know. I was listening yesterday, and I know it's a weird subject around here, but Coach Mack was on with Dan Dockich. I actually did an interview with him, and it was really good. It was really good. I'm not gonna lie. And Dan Dockich, who we all can get aggravated at, said as much. Kind of said, he was talking to Coach Mack, and I'm paraphrasing, but he was basically telling Coach Mack, like, I don't know why anybody would even question why you would take a job like Louisville. Not saying anything will happen, but the brand Louisville could survive anything. It's kind of what Dan Dockich was saying. Like, dude,
I don't even do it.
Well, no, absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, I don't want that.
I don't know how long this radio thing gonna last, man.
I know,
and I can't spend it.
I know,
I can't spend it sitting out.
No, I know. I don't know. I'm just over, and I know it's terrible for radio because I work in the radio and I can't do this, but I'm just over caring. I just don't care. We'll cross that when it happens. I can't spend here. I can't sit here going into March Madness as excited as I am and as excited as I am about next year's class and sit here and just continuously
and I'm not a lawyer.
go, oh my God, are they going to kill us or not? like we'll see. We'll see when it happens. If it happens, it's going to take a while. Hopefully, Louisville would appeal that and would keep taking that back to court and would constantly fight it. Maybe they don't. If they don't, they're going to have to answer for that, fan base wise, I think.
I'm going to go fund the crap out of this thing.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to go fund me to the cows.
So hopefully anything that happens, we're talking a couple years down the road anyways. And if you tell me the worst case scenario is I'm going to sit out of a tournament and once out of the next 5 years, it is what it is. I've done it twice in the last 3 years. I can do it again.
I can't. At all. Mark, thanks for joining us on the X-Scoring Collision Center Hotline. What's on your mind, my man? Mark, please tell me that is not what you're going through in your life right now. Cause you sound like okay, good.
You're that guy.
Yeah. You're the son or the father. No, Mark, listen, I appreciate the call. That's a good point you're making.
Well, yeah, here's my thing. A tweet come out about 12 minutes ago from U of L. In the meantime, while people are trying to throw U of L's name around in and say this or that, in the meantime, what's U of L doing? Well, they're producing on the court. Oh, and by the way, the most all ACC academic representatives of any team in the conference was 6.
Say that one more time. Say it slow, clear, because people need to carry a thought like this with them.
Yeah.
Out of this Friday.
Yeah, just in the meantime, Louisville is just here while we're talking about this dirty this or that and in the court system. Louisville putting a good product on the court.
Yep.
I think, and the basketball team. It was announced they have the most all ACC academic representatives of any team in the conference.
But here's what I want you to do, Steve.
Yeah.
I want you to say the name.
Absolutely.
Because here's the thing. Remember, during the summer, coming into the season, I said, I read the individual bios, right? Mm-hmm. And I made sure to make a note that when you look at Darius Perry, right, and you look at him out there and you're frustrated because he takes this bad shot and he has this wild turnover, I want you to know that this kid has a 3.89, GPA or 4.0 GPA. This kid you're talking about. Well, say some of these names.
Well, we'll start there. Darius Perry.
I know.
Is one.
I knew it.
Ryan McMahon.
And these are contributors. These are not those guys at the end of the bench that, let's not be cliche, they're usually known as the GPA boosters.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for not making that up.
Jordan Wara.
People who affect the outcome of games. Darius Perry, Ryan McMahon, and Jordan Wara, all academic team.
VJ King.
Out of everything that he's doing right now with his life, all academic ACC.
Kristen Cunningham.
Senior grad transfer, leader, point guard, doing the right thing, because he could check out all
that's what I was going to say. If anybody on the team has a right to, I'm taking a class.
Like my senior year academic transcript, I would do.
He's in grad school, so he's a grad guy.
I would do like your boy and say, I would threaten the school and say, if y'all ever release my senior year transcript, I will sue you.
Kristen Cunningham, I mean, you got to think he's already got a diploma.
Right.
He could check out easy.
I might as well get a 4.0 while I'm here.
Stevie Don.
You see what I'm saying? The people who get the most flack affect the team the most, the ire of everybody's agitation are getting all academic records. And Louisville has the most
of anybody in the ACC.
Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. Where does that get released?
On Twitter. Louisville basketball.
Comes from Louisville basketball. Yep. How many retweets does it have right now?
Let's see. We got 18.
Go to and follow U of L men's basketball. What is it? What is the official?
Louisville MBB.
Louisville MBB. You click on that and you retweet that. Like, it's a small thing, but do your part. Like, do your part. I can't sit in here and I can't talk about the massaging of media on an LSU story, you know what I'm saying, when you won't retweet that story, you know what I'm saying, you won't retweet the all academic, leading the conference. But you got to think, that's the same team that went out there and busted up Notre Dame the other night. It's the same team that's giving you everything they got on all these teams.
Yeah.
And Coach Mack said he's giving them another extra day off so they can concentrate on their books.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You would expect to have bad grades with a coach giving you time off to work on your books.
Right. I just think that and you can say, you guys are being pie in the sky. I mean, I'll say it for Kentucky. Dude, if you show me where Kentucky's got, and they may, so I'm not. Yeah. This isn't a trash. I will talk trash about Kentucky a lot over the next couple of weeks, especially. But this is not.
They're the best.
You show
me
the
best ball in the country right now.
They are, but you show me where they are, where they have academic All-Americans. I would praise those guys. You got dudes coming in that have every right to not care.
I would probably praise them more.
Yeah, like absolutely. And for Louisville, I think that's something that needs to be said. 6 guys on this team that are heavily involved with the team, and that shouldn't look. It does matter.
It matters.
It does matter.
It shouldn't.
But I wouldn't want to take away from somebody who doesn't play and say, well, yours doesn't matter as much,
right?
Because you still practice the same amount. Okay, mentally, it may not wear on you as bad because if I'm on a team where I'm like, I'm not playing, practice is still hard and my time is still hard.
Yeah.
But it is different when Jordan Wara misses a 3 that at the buzzer.
No, it should make you feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
That here's the thing, because this is across everybody's mind. When Jordan Wara doesn't get a loose ball or doesn't dive or something, right?
Yeah.
Or something looks a little effort issue, right? And I'm using him as the example because he affects the team a lot, so he receives a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
The first thought that people have, he's leaving anyway.
Yeah.
And I want you to reel that in right now, and next time you think about saying it, you just listen. If you want to say it after you take a deep breath, say it after you take a deep breath. But
right.
Before you say it or before you tweet, he's checked out. Checked out kids don't make all ACC academic teams.
Right.
Kids who expect to come back and want to be in academic good standings, and it's not like he's a junior trying to get these all academic graduates so he can grad transfer. He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Sophomores who are one-dimensional league ready or think they're league ready, they just don't do that.
Right.
And if they do, you're like, okay, if he can make the grade like this and be as good as he is on the court, you almost say an NBA team would be more likely to want to check. Like, he's doing the right things on both sides.
Let me also take a moment, because if I'm going to do that, I need to say Louisville women's basketball. The ACC Player of the Year, plus just added the K. Yao Scholar Athlete of the Year, Asia Durr. That's strong, man. Like that, and that's
see what I'm saying?
That's a credit. Look, that, and it goes bigger than the basketball teams, because look, this is where I think you have to look at Louisville as a whole, and you have to say Neely Bendapudi, Vince Tyre, the athletic the coaches, Chris Mack and Walls, for hiring who they hired, because you have academic advisors.
Yeah, Marvin Mitchell's been dominating this field for
Sure.
the longest. Like Marvin Mitchell, you people, there's a guy. Like I said, I don't know if you care enough to know this name, but there's a guy. He's a huge guy. You know what I'm saying? You might see him on the front row seats of any event, any basketball game. Huge black dude. His name is Marvin Mitchell. He has kept this ship so tight for the last 20 years. I mean, he was bullying me back in the day, right? Like, to your point, that's a program saver.
Yeah.
To have teams with that level of academic accomplishment.
Also, Sam Fearing, Erica Carter, Dana Evans, all AC academic team. That's what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players from the men and women's team, all academic team.
Players.
Players. I mean, the women even more so. I mean, no, that's like you're talking like
that's your starting 4.
Well, and the six woman of the year. Yeah. I mean, that's impressive, man. And like I said, that's impressive for the school. That's the University of Louisville says, okay, that's something we put on there and say, man, like our athletic programs, our top athletic programs are making it happen. And this is not, here's the problem. I think sometimes we get so used to seeing, Dan McDonald had 7 ACC academic All-Americans. You know what? I'm guilty. And you know what? I'm going to repent on air right now that I don't retweet that stuff enough.
Yep.
I kind of read that and I'm like, oh, that's nice.
You know, and it was one of those things where I made sure I talked about it on air, a couple of years ago, right? And I asked for a retweet of those positive stories just to do your part as social media. Because technically, you are a part of media, everybody who has a Twitter account. So you can't complain about media and don't push that story. Like, people control narratives by retweeting stories, by sharing stories. It matters, right? I got more follows and inbox messages and personal messages off simple thanks, Marcus. Hey, thank you for bringing a little bit of light and perspective to this one story. A field hockey attended game. I gained more friends, more relationships off of just saying the university is working very hard in corners that you know nothing about. And that will make you, people, how can you be so big on, look? Because I see it as a university, not as just a basketball team that's either winning and making me happy or losing and making me sad. Because I know there's a support system in place for every aspect of the program. They play for each other as student athletes. They're proud to be seen in class by the other student athletes. That's something that I think gets lost every time you and I both get kind of excited about our sports.
Absolutely.
Or when we get centric and play.
Well, and I think it's some things that maybe somebody like us and other people, not just us, I know. Like, in my mind, I just know. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I know how big of a deal it is that you have those type of grades and do what you do. And I think sometimes it's like, okay, if I know that, though, and have experience in that, and you have major experience in that, obviously, I think then it's more on people like that. Yeah. And if you're listening, it's not just us. A lot of people listening have played Division I athletes or just Division III, Division II, any kind of athletics, that it's on us to point that out even further.
Just point it out, say it. Quick commercial break. Last one for the week. Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150-93. Shout out to Ken Harbison, by the way. 8150-939 is the number. 939 the Ville. That's a good, bro. That's a good, what? Good feeling.
It's good.
That's a good segment. Good 20-minute filler.
It's always good to have that on record.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you talking about?
We spent 20 minutes talking about the academics.
What are you talking about? That is tough, though. You always forget, man. The Louisville men's team has 8 seasons. More than any other team. And we're talking about Darius, Steve, DJ, not those guys that can do things.
Yeah, like actual, like
Yeah.
Callaway.
Yeah. To work on your game, like people ask all day, and just go to school and study and do. I'm like, y'all.
That's just gratitude.
Yeah.
It's like, there's like a thing saying like, I'm gonna make a lot of money for a minute, and then I'll have to see this all back on.
Jordan was on it. And the point I was talking about, I was just like, listen, every time he feels a hustle and y'all talking shit about how he's checked out, he thinks he wants to leave, but he's not going to come. People who think they're going to leave don't sit around and study.
Right.
I'm sorry. If Jordan's the start, I'm
I'll
telling
do
you.
this later.
Yeah, you know what?
That scholarship was like,
He would stay eligible. He was good enough to make sure that he was going to be great. Hey, I gotta go.
Jesus shit.
Yeah, like, it was so cute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you overshoot. You shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if they release my senior year transcripts, you know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. If they release, if they release my attendance, in college, it's disgusting.
One in every 4 times. Yeah. Like if it was once 4 days in class. Yes. I'm that way. I don't have a book. I split the book with my roommate. I opened it. So I basically all for my brain.
Hours
He was like, hey, can I buy this book and bring it back to you tomorrow? Like, let me get this straight. You want to use yourself a semester?
Yes.
Or
Enough to pass it.
yeah, 36 hours. I was like, that's the game plan, yes. They were like, it didn't work.
You didn't get it through.
No, I got like a D.
Yeah, some of those passes, the D gets me through, it gives me the credit. I'll take it.
Yeah.
The
I think I needed like a C, so I took like social statistics, which was like less numbery statistics. It was more like, mix sociology with it. And I was like, I can fuck with this.
Listen, I know what you're talking about. I took the criminal justice statistics. That's how I got through it.
It's like you still need a couple of formulas, but for the most part, it's like, why do these numbers affect people? It's like, all right, I can mess with this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I got through that. But I took, stats was mine. Stats was my Achilles heel. I think stats is the one that made me just like leave school.
Really? Just like, I'm done. I'm done.
I can't, because I physically can't learn this. Read the thing one more time, Steve.
Yeah, that can kill some time.
Yeah, it'll probably spark something else.
Bear notes. I got bear notes. Yeah.
Yeah, get out one more hit too.
This one here.
Yeah. No. Yes.
I'll just do the quick run through. Like, hey, this is where we're at. Not all the extra.
Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maven, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. We're down to the home stretch, so we got to do our job. We got to be professional. We got to let you know what events are in store for you.
Well, this isn't really in store for you, but we have Barano's Pizza being delivered. Thanks to Georgia. Thanks to George and Barano's by the Bridge.
Wait a minute, Phil Breaker's still here though.
He better not be. No, Phil's not here. Phil's not here. No, Phil's not here. Okay, I was about to be like, dude, Phil. Hey, listen, we have a great sales team. Call Don, Bree, Jamie, or Jim.
Or
Nate. But not Phil. If he's still here. But he's not still here, so call Phil. Thanks to George and Barano's by the Bridge for dropping off some pizza to ESPN Louisville Studios. Your spot before and after all hoops games, U of L hoops games, and concerts. Weezer tonight. Metallica tomorrow.
I can handle it.
Kiss on Tuesday. My God. And you got U of L women's tournament games coming up because Louisville women will play their first two tournament games here in the KFC Young Center.
And all our academic All-Americans.
And all our academic All-Americans. You see Barano's Pizza. Yeah, it's that good. Also, one more quick, kind of a quicker rundown of everything that's going on. We know the selection show. Like I said, I think we're putting together a little something that you'll be able to call in, talk to us after Selection Sunday at 6:80. I know Jason, Andy, we'll try to get involved. Mark Ennis, Lachlan, everybody will be kind of giving opinions and takes.
And let me throw this out here too. You have 16 hours of live programming a week. A day.
A day.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, not a week. A day.
Just to pass this along, people, because I've been thinking about it since he said it, and of course I'm not doing a great job. But let me just pause and say, here at ESPN Louisville, there is 16 hours a day of live on air content.
That's a day.
Advertisers.
Do you know how many hours there are in a day?
Advertisers.
24.
16 hours of live content. And I just want to congratulate these hardworking co-workers of mine, because it didn't hit me until they said it in the meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really keep these airwaves jacked.
We do, and we are and look, we're glad to be a part of what's happening here, and whatever. You hear what you hear.
I think I am. Yeah.
We are glad to be a part of here for a long time to come.
Texter on the YouTube channel. Yes, I am going to live the YouTube channel for the pregame from Applebee's.
Did I get a raise? Maybe. But I'm happy. I love
maybe not.
I love 93.9, baby. Some say it's about this. Some say it's about that. But I love 93.9 and 680. All right, so but yes, 16 hours of coverage a day. We joke around back and forth
keep that in mind.
with our guys over 680 here at 93.9. We go back and forth a little bit.
Sometimes we're not joking.
But no, sometimes we're not joking. But overall, man, it's a great, hard-working team. We're gonna have a lot of stuff, and that brings me back to this. We're gonna have a ton
all right, no
stuff.
more soft stuff, Steve.
No,
because we're gonna be yelling at them tomorrow when I'm saying, why don't y'all give Louisville the same great win today? Fellas, tweet that somebody else gets.
100% will be. Yeah, so that's fair. But again, we gave you the more detailed version earlier. You can go back to the podcast and listen. But remember, on Selection Monday, we'll be over at Sports and Social Club. A lot of giveaways, different stuff you're going to be doing there. And again, that's brought to you by Cox's Smoker Outlet, Spirit Shop, Papa John's, and Body Armor Sports Drink. On Tuesday, we're going to be at Dave & Buster's. And again, both of these, you want to get out to one of these because you can fill out your bracket, be a part. You know, we got big prizes. We're going to be handling that. And then on Friday, we're doing the Play Hooky with ESPN Louisville over at Dave & Buster's. I'm going to try to stop by at least once every day.
Right.
Hang out a little bit, be a part. So I know that 680's doing a lot of their shows live from there. So I don't know that we're doing a show from there yet. But I'm going to be around. So it's cool, man. It's great. You're not getting tournament coverage anywhere else like you're going to get over the next couple weeks here.
And again, I will say this: these opportunities, like I said, we're going to be at Applebee's Saturday, the hour before pregame 3:00. You don't get many opportunities, and I'm telling you, I hear it so often. I hear, man, I've been meaning to check you on something. I've been meaning to ask you about something in person. And do you really think that Chris Mack is coach of the year? And I'm like, sit down, pull up a chair. Let's get 2 Coronas over here, and we'll discuss it.
That's one thing we like to do. We'll do that, and believe it or not, other than maybe Drew, I think everybody likes it.
Enjoys the
and you'll be sold. I'll tell you what. If Jason Anderson says something that aggravates you, or Andy and those guys say something, sit down and talk with them. Sit down and talk with them.
Yeah, good point.
Because when you hear, I guarantee you at least leave respecting their opinion.
I said that's what agitates me the most, because I know everybody's smart.
Yeah, Jason Anderson, when you talk to him.
And I say, how can somebody say something so stupid that's so smart?
when Jason Anderson, when you talk to him, I mean, and the knowledge he has, it's like, okay, I disagree with everything you just said, but you sound really smart.
Yeah, you made a great case for your stupid comment.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm totally okay with that. Okay, let's top it off. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939. Expectations, let's go. Like I said, we talked about it early. You say you want to see guys getting better. I say I want to see guys getting tougher, because now I am a culture end of the season guy. I don't think this team wins based on execution at all. And that's what got me so agitated yesterday too, about the texter that says Chris Mack isn't good at timeouts. I've been watching these last couple of games, and the text irritated me so much that I went and looked at Coach Mack's set plays out of timeouts. And you know what I came away with? You know what angered me the most? The fact that when I finished watching this video, I'm like, you just need to start calling set plays all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I listen. And this is high post Marcus Maben, who wanted to, we need to go motion, coach, right? High post set play Marcus Maben says, Chris Mack, it's time to go set plays all the time.
Yeah.
I need 14 set plays out of you. I need them to know it. But again, he got no time to put together all these set plays. You got to get that mentality right first. You got to get them cutting hard first.
Absolutely.
Setting strong picks. Point being, have I won you over with mentality over execution come tournament time?
Yeah. Well, no, you didn't win me over. I agree. I think I agree with mentality.
Okay, so I misspoke when I said you were kind of in the execution part of it.
No, yeah, a little bit.
Everybody knows everybody's plays at this point of the year.
Yeah, but I think what I was saying was, I think we were saying the same thing because my thing was, in particular, I wanted to see VJ and Darius. That I think could fall under your mentality.
You know why? You know why it's so important that VJ and Darius come along? It's the same point you made early in the year. Freshmen that weren't playing in this year are not scouted out. Freshmen are still creative enough to do things you haven't seen. Darius Perry and VJ King, you haven't seen anything out of them. You don't even know their strong points and what they're capable of because they haven't really been playing like that. But you watch Jordan Nwora, and if he does not shoot the ball, the first thing you do is if he lowers his body, you jump to his right side. Yeah. You can guarantee if he's going left, at some point he's going to be stepping back to shoot his jump shot.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I'm not saying that like it's a scouting report. I'm just saying a scouting report on a person. Like, you know, Dwayne Sutton goes right, he's going to the back. You know, it's just kind of one of those things. This guy is always going to spin back and shoot this, you know. So you know so much about it, but sometimes you have to decide, I don't care what he does. I'm not going to let it happen in late season.
Right.
Play.
No, and that's a good point. And I think that
confident transition, push it.
Something people said, and I'm not making this about Rick, but just to make the point, you know, we know quite a few people personally that played for Rick, and to a man, every one of them will say the biggest thing come March with Rick was, it wasn't game planning, it wasn't all that stuff. It was the just beating into your head that in March every little possession matters. So you dive and get that ball and call a timeout like it's the game. You know, like,
and you're in better shape. That was a
sure, yeah.
But that was more psychological than your body.
Sure. And I think that is something you always see in March. And teams that just their mentality is just
die for it.
Different, and that's where I keep going back to, is there a sharper, more cut team? I don't want to say sharper. Sharper, I think, alludes a little more to execution. Yeah. But is there a team that has been pressed in the fire more than Louisville? No. Maybe a couple as much, but you won't find me one that's more.
And you mean schedule-wise?
Just season-wise. I mean, everything. And look.
Did you hear Drew Diener this morning say they would have played 8 of the 9 top?
No, 9 games against the top 8 in the net. But go back further than that, man. These guys went through last year. Like, I mean, are you going to find a tougher group? These are the first time. Help me out. Is who on this team has played in the NCAA tournament? Ryan? VJ?
Yeah.
That's it. McCoy,
yeah.
So Ryan and VJ and McCoy are the only people that are playing the NCAA tournament. I think. Let me make sure. I know nobody in last year's class did. Your 2 grads have it, other than McCoy. I mean, Brian. Am I right? Ryan, VJ, the only 2 that's ever played in the NCAA tournament, and McCoy. Count McCoy. Yeah.
I think they play better scared. I think this team plays better scared.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think you can make a tournament run because they play better scared.
And that's what I'm saying.
No. He signed, or he committed to go to Tennessee as a grad transfer, and then he changed and came here. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's a team, man. You're going to go into kind of the unknown. That I think they're going to have a little bit of the pressure. That, to your point, I don't think's a bad thing. Kind of you've never been there and did it like this, where you got to, all right, now, hey, shoot around in front of everybody. Now the next day.
That was the best.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I guarantee it.
Shoot around when the Louisville crowd goes down.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best.
And if you win the first 2 games, that Sweet 16 crowd, well, I'm sorry. That was depressing. I was going to say the second weekend shoot around crowds are just really awesome.
That is a perfect way to end the week, people.
Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, we'll be out at Applebee's on Outer Loop. What is it, 4535 Outer Loop?
Everybody knows where the Applebee's is on Outer Loop.
There's only one.
There's the Best Buy over there. There's the Kroger over there. There's the Wendy's. You know all those places over there. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Come out and hang out with us. I'm going to be honest with them. I don't know. I may be a little more reserved this game. Just kind of watching. Let's see what happens. We'll be out there at 3 o'clock, though.
I'm looking forward to it now. I need some basketball. I need some.
There's a lot of good games tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to watching ball tomorrow throughout the day.
People, stay safe. If you had any fender benders, any minor traffic issues, Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Center needs to be the first place you call for quick, efficient service. It's a fact. Jill Blessing or Becky Bleemel for all of your housing and real estate needs. Keller Williams Caliber Home Loans, it's a fact. Windows Plus, with this kind of weather and this beautiful scenery, there is no other call to make than Windows Plus. As always, 8150 939 is the number. 3831 939 is the text line. We are made for the Ville. Is the YouTube channel. Shout out to Beer Nose. Get that pizza in here. Friday pizza day, that works. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The